What does a data scientist do is one of the most common questions people ask when they are exploring a data science career. Welcome to QuickByte's Education. Today's QuickByte is all about what a data scientist does, explained simply, quickly, and clearly. Let's get started. So, what does a data scientist do? A data scientist uses data to solve problems, find patterns, make predictions, and help people make better decisions. In simple terms, the job of a data scientist is to turn raw data into useful answers. But let's make that easier. Imagine a company wants to know why customers are leaving. A data scientist might collect customer data, clean it, study patterns, and build a model that predicts which customers are most likely to leave next. That way, the company can take action before it loses more customers. That is the power of data science. Now, what does a data scientist do day to day? A day in the life of a data scientist can include asking questions, cleaning messy data, writing code, creating charts, building machine learning models, testing results, and explaining findings to a team. And yes, there can be a lot of coding. But being a data scientist is not just about coding. A good data scientist also needs curiosity, communication, statistics, problem solving, and business understanding. Because data is only useful if people understand what it means, so let's break down the main roles and responsibilities. First, a data scientist asks the right question. Before looking at the data, they need to understand the problem. Are we trying to increase sales, predict customer behavior, detect fraud, improve a product, or understand why something changed? Second, a data scientist collects and cleans data. Real-world data is often messy. It can have missing values, duplicate rows, incorrect labels, or confusing formats. So before a data scientist can use the data, they need to clean it and make sure it is reliable. Third, a data scientist analyzes the data. This means looking for patterns, trends, and relationships. They might ask, what is changing? What is connected? Or what does the data reveal? Fourth, a data scientist builds models. A model is a tool that learns patterns from data. For example, a model might predict house prices, recommend videos, detect spam, or estimate future sales. This is where machine learning often comes in. Fifth, a data scientist explains the results. This part is huge. A data scientist may create charts, dashboards, reports, or presentations so other people can understand the findings. Because if the results are too confusing, they will not help anyone make a decision. Now, where do data scientists work? There are data science jobs in tech, healthcare, finance, sports, education, retail, social media, entertainment, and government. A data scientist in tech might work on recommendation systems, search engines, ads, apps, fraud detection, or artificial intelligence tools. For example, a Facebook data scientist might analyze user behavior, test product changes, study engagement, or help improve recommendations. But data science is not only for big tech companies. Many businesses need data scientists because almost every industry uses data. Now let's talk about the salary of a data scientist. The salary of a data scientist can vary depending on experience, location, company, education, and skill level. Entry-level roles usually pay less than senior roles. A principal data scientist, for example, is usually a more experienced leader who works on bigger problems, guides teams, and helps make high-level technical decisions. So when you are looking at the salary of a data scientist role, it is important to remember that salary depends on the role, the company, and your skill set. Now, how do you become a data scientist? There is more than one data scientist career path. Some people study a data science major in college. Others come from math, statistics, computer science, engineering, business, economics, or even self-taught backgrounds. If you are wondering how to be a data scientist, start with the basics. First, learn spreadsheets and basic data concepts. Second, learn statistics, like averages, probability, correlation, and standard deviation. Third, learn Python, because Python is one of the most popular tools in data science. Fourth, learn SQL, because SQL helps you work with databases. Fifth, learn data visualization, so you can explain your results clearly. Then, start learning machine learning. And most importantly, build projects. If you want to become a data scientist, projects are one of the best ways to show what you can do. You can analyze sports stats, movie ratings, weather data, product reviews, YouTube trends, or public data sets. And if you are wondering how to learn data science for free, start with free courses, public data sets, YouTube tutorials, documentation, and practice projects. You do not need to learn everything at once. Start small, learn one skill, build one project, then keep improving. So let's recap. A data scientist uses data to solve problems, make predictions, and support better decisions. The job of a data scientist includes asking questions, cleaning data, analyzing patterns, building models, and explaining results. There are data scientist careers in tech, healthcare, finance, business, sports, education, and many other fields. A data science career can lead to roles like data scientist, machine learning scientist, senior data scientist, or principal data scientist. And if you want to become a data scientist, start by learning statistics, Python, SQL, data visualization, machine learning, and real-world projects. In one sentence, a data scientist turns data into insights, predictions, and decisions. Like, subscribe, and keep building your knowledge with QuickBytes Education, one QuickByte at a time.